All right, guys, we are already in the 2022 spring real estate market. I got a lot of questions being asked right now, and a lot of variables are going to dictate this year. We've got interest rates suggested to rise, inventory to remain low, supply chain issues still going on, inflation rising, geopolitical issues, and that's just to name a few. While a lot may be going on right now, for those of you who have had the thought about selling your home this spring, you have some time to prepare. Hey guys, this is Matthew Lama with Jacobs & Company Real Estate, and today I'm going to be sharing a few ways to list your home now for the spring market. Many of you have seen the rise of inflation over the past 2 years. I mean, just look at the prices of gas and groceries, and they're continuing to rise. The same thing is going on in real estate. In fact, in Prince William County, when comparing 2020 to 2021, the average sales price jumped up 12.61%. Where that compares to the average appreciation of a home, depending on where you live, it actually ranges from 4 to 6% a year. Huge difference in appreciation. And I'll give you a heads up, these won't sustain. As a means to control inflation, we're seeing and anticipating rates to continue to rise through the 10-year Treasury. The question, though, is how much will it go up this year? In the end of 2020, we saw rates drop from, let's say, 3.25% down to as low as 2.5% for a 30-year mortgage. And for someone initially looking to purchase a $500,000 home, that's a difference of the rate being equivalent to adding roughly $35,000, meaning that the individual could possibly look for homes priced instead of $500,000, now they can be looking at a $535,000 home and still have the same monthly payment. This encourages demand to increase. In December 2021, the Fed forecasted 3 rate hikes in 2022. And while that is not the 10-year Treasury, which impacts mortgage rates, there's some correlation between the two. With that said, sellers, this could be a good time to think about selling, and here's why. Rates are ranging in the low to mid 3s currently, if you have good credit. When there's movement in rates, both up and down, buyers tend to feel the pressure to purchase while they still can lock in a very low rate. I personally saw that back even in 2019 and 20 when rates were kind of fluctuating up and down a little bit. Inventory is something I'd encourage you guys to pay attention to because there is nothing like supply and demand. In 2021, we saw inventory increase in Prince William County from 570 units listed in January to more than double by April. To a whopping 1,165. Fairfax was similar also. Less inventory means a couple things. 1, less competition from your neighbor who is also listing maybe in April, May, or June, meaning there is more traffic funneling into your home from a marketing perspective. 2, there are plenty of buyers looking now, and that pushes demand to remain strong. And 3, the chances for contingencies being reduced or even removed remains higher, which was also observed in 2019, but way more aggressively in 2021. Another factor to keep in mind, and what people and small businesses are talking about, are the resources available or not available due to the impact of the current supply chain. To add to the mix, some contractors and builders who I engage with on a weekly basis are having a hard time finding work. But right now, it is less busy if you were to wait for April, May, or June. If you're looking to hire out for any pre-sale projects, reach out to the contractors as soon as possible, get your quotes, and get the project date on your calendar now. When it comes to do-it-yourself projects, supplies like paint right now, such as Sherwin-Williams, are hard to come by. And hopefully these supplies will be able to stabilize. But imagine if they're affected during a busy market with other sellers getting their homes ready for sale also. Right now is a perfect time to pick up those supplies as they come in and work on the projects as soon as possible. Look, with all that we're seeing, I'm showing that our spring market has already started, which we still have time to plan now and get ahead of the crowd. And keep in mind, if you're concerned about timeframes or moving out too early, even if you put your home on the market, let's say in March, you'd be able to close in 30 days and you may be able to negotiate for a 60-day rent back and move out by the end of May. There should be some wiggle room to play with when it comes to time. If you know of anybody looking to sell this year, I'm happy to map out a plan in hopes to save time and money while reducing stress or anxiety of the process. And I invite you to reach out to me at matt.jacobsandco.com or call or text me at 703-489-3090. I really appreciate y'all for watching. This is Matthew Lama. You take it easy.